it was a serious situation, and how he reacted was valid because those were his feelings and he was upset, he felt disrespected.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I am back again with another video. So for those of you who may not know who these two people on the screen are, they go by the name of Rissa Quan. Her name is Rissa, actually. His name is Quan, and they are very popular YouTubers who basically vlog their life, right? So there's just like a video log of, like, you know, their everyday things, their vacations, their kids, their family structure. They've been at it for like a really long time. Again, as I said, they have over 3 million subscribers on the platform. So they have built a pretty big community just by kind of like being themselves, doing challenges and stuff like that. So recently, Quan, obviously the young man in the video, he posted on social media basically stating that their relationship was over. Okay? He posted a series of, you know, things on Instagram on his story, and was basically letting everybody know that he's done. He's single for life. You guys are going to see the clips of the things that he posted on social media. He even put, you know, single for life on his sister, which his sister is obviously not living. So that was like a very serious thing that he posted. So everybody was kind of in shock. Now, not in shock because of the fact that relationships break up every day, not in shock because, you know, things happen and people want to move on with their lives or want to separate from a situation. But when people build a couple's platform on social media, there is so much at stake when they want to break up or separate from the relationship. There's brands who are tied into the situation. You know, there's certain partnership deals that they have to deal with. You know, there's also the large following. You know, it's not just like they're breaking up from a family structure. It's like there's a whole bunch of intricate details at play. So when anybody who is in any kind of relationship of this magnitude, you know, decides or speaks out and says that their relationship is over, you know, it's going to take social media or the internet by storm, which when he posted that stuff on social media, people ran rampant. Okay? They ran rampant. They didn't know what to say, what to think, what to feel. And so there was a lot of speculation of the situation. And, you know, based on the fact that people have seen you know, how they live and how their relationship, you know, is and how they kind of function. And the fact that he, you know, took off all of his posts that included her on social media. They went in the following and saw that he had blocked her on social media, and she still had, you know, the family pictures up, and she still was kind of posting pictures with the two of them together. Everybody just turned and looked at her and gave her like the biggest side eye. Okay, people were looking at her like, it's obviously you, because we have never seen this man break character. We've never seen this man lose his temper. We've never seen this man talk to you in any way, shape, or form if he was not referring to her as his beautiful fiance, you know, his wife to be, his this, his that, like, you know. So there was a lot of, again, speculation of the situation. Being that, again, they have multiple millions of followers on multiple platforms, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, they decided to address the public and basically state, you know, what transpired and why and what led him to kind of posting that on social media. However, they did not address the actual reason in which, you know, what was the straw that broke the camel's back in the first place. Right. So he apologized for, you know, putting his emotions out there and, you know, saying things and also saying the thing about his sister. However, he did not point the finger and exactly explain exactly what happened, what she did, obviously, that led him to do that. However, in the video, it was very evident and very clear that she did something wrong.
I had to take accountability for something. I had to apologize to Quan. He had to accept my apology, and that's why we're even sitting here.
And I have to say this. Regardless of any intricate details, regardless of if we can pinpoint the exact situation, when it comes to a woman who is in a relationship with a man, the ultimate thing that will make a man go on social media, put you on blast, While you post family pictures, he's like, I'm not trying to play no games. You know, I don't know why she posting this stuff because we not together. I don't want to be with her no more. You know, his brother even went on social media and said that basically everything that she's done is just for, you know, for likes and it's a facade. This is not what I said. This is what the brother put. For a man to go to that magnitude, the ultimate thing for a man, besides cheating, which still would fall under this umbrella, is disrespect.
It was a serious situation, and how he reacted was valid because those were his feelings, and he was upset. He felt disrespected.
That's the ultimate. Women value love, admiration, care, protection. Men, above all things, value respect. Men will get into a relationship with a woman who respects him to the utmost and is just dealing with him and likes him, and they can build on the love after. A woman who says that she is so in love with a man but does not respect him is always going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. Period. It's a fact that, you know, of course, people, like I said, they were speculating on cheating or if she did anything. Again, like I said, that falls under the umbrella of disrespect, which is still the ultimate, right? Because if for you to contact another person is a form of disrespect, for you to, you know, literally risk your entire relationship to go and be intimate with somebody else, that falls under the disrespect. Like, you know, obviously the lack of respect that you have for that person. However, what I find is that a lot of women, whether they want to hear it or not, a lot of women, instead of trying to fix or change or elevate themselves, when a lot of women get into relationships with men, their priority is to try to create a space that they can eventually be above reproach. And what I mean by that is a lot of women get into relationships and in their mindset, they're just waiting to be at a point or a section of the relationship where they can say and turn around to everybody and say, oh yeah, no matter what I do, he's not leaving me. This is a very wrong way of thinking. And this is something that a lot of women do. They wait until maybe they have children, maybe they're married, or, you know, whatever, stepping stone they have to get to. They want to be at that comfortable space where they can say, I can disrespect him, I can call him out his name, I can belittle him, I can emasculate him, I can do all things because at this point that I'm at, again, after whatever stepping stone it is, I'm sure that he is never going to leave me.
I'm not asking you to take that off. Take it off.
I'm not taking it off, bro.
You're not gonna take it off?
Why do I have to take it off?
Yo, you got 5 seconds to take that off.
Or what? What you gonna do?
Or else I'm calling off the wedding, I'm calling off the engagement.
All right,
I'm dead serious.
now things are just getting blown out of proportion.
That's where a lot of women get the whole entire relationship sector extremely incorrect. Because there is no one that is above reproach. It's just not happening. You might have a couple true and few where, you know, women will get with men who maybe sometimes were raised in a single mother household. And what I mean by that is that there's some men, obviously not all men that are raised by single mothers, but there are some men who are raised by single mothers who believe that the woman's always right. You know, she is the one that is the end all be all. She can control me. She can tell me what to do. She can tell me what to say. More times than not, that same man has like a lack of self-worth and a lack of self-respect, not only for himself, but for the masculine as a whole. Right? They think that men, you know, a lot of those men believe that men are supposed to bow down to women and kiss the ground that they walk on. But you see, when you're in a relationship with a man who respects himself, who is sure of himself, who has self-worth, who knows who he is and stands in it, and you know, disrespect him over and over again, I can guarantee that he's going to keep a tally. And everybody has their point. And when he reaches that limit, it's over. ain't no trying to fix it. Ain't no trying to repair it. Ain't no trying to dial it back. It's over. And the reason why is because every time that man looks at you or sees you, the only thing that he sees is that disrespect seeping through your pores. You could try to, you know, win him back by throwing it in a circle. You could try to do all the above. It's not going to work. And the reason why is because he's going to be so disgusted by you and by the disrespect that you ooze out of your pores again onto him. And he's not gonna stay. He not gonna play. Okay, he's not gonna play the rodeo. The reason why I have these conversations over and over again, and it's so funny because I recently ran into somebody who, I think it was at the grocery store, and this woman was saying how she, oh, I've watched your channel before, this and that. We were having a conversation, and in the depths of the conversation, she was saying, I get it. I get it. I get the things that you're saying, and there's things that you've said in your conversations that you had no idea that this is the things that I was going through in my relationship, and you helped me fix it before it was too late. This is why I talk about these things. I always say, because prevention is better than cure. Do you know how angry you have to get this man to sacrifice his financial stability, his livelihood, being in the same house with his young children, and all of the above? Do you know the level of disrespect that you have to be at for him to take it to social media, knowing that social media is where you make your living? That means that it was not only unforgivable, but him sitting down and having this conversation was doing you a favor. And this is no shade. No shade. This is just keeping it 100%. And again, not only for this situation, for other women who are listening, who are in relationships, so they can also take this in their back, take it, put it in your back pocket, pull it out if you need it. Because this is something that women do very frequently. Again, they stay in the relationship, wait in the water, and hope to be in a space that they can be, again, above reproach. Not a good way of thinking. We saw Jeannie Mai say it, when she did that interview, that she had to learn how to tame the dragon.
I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. But I know it exists and the dragon's there. What if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc in my life?
A lot of women are taming the dragon, but they want to keep it just in case he really get them to that level, then they can pull that dragon back out. A lot of women need to release the dragon. Cut it off. As a woman, your power is never going to be in how loud you can get, if you have the last word, how disrespectful you can be. It's never going to be that. Your power is in your ability to problem solve effectively. Your power is in conquering your emotions. Your power is being that soft answer. Not going tit for tat, not arguing back and forth, not having the last word, not saying the worst thing that you can do to cut him down to size. Not belittling him, not going around his back, talking to people, telling y'all business that y'all not supposed to be doing. That's not where the power lies. I think that, one thing that a lot of women do not understand, which I'm going to say this, right? For Rissa in this situation, I'm going to say this. The one thing that I can say is that in the video, she addressed her part. She said that they're not going to mention exactly what happened, but she said that she had to come to him and apologize for her actions and take accountability for what she did.
I had to take accountability for something. I had to apologize to Quan. He had to accept my apology, and that's why we're even sitting here.
Again, I don't know what she did, but it had to be big. Okay, it obviously had to be big because, like I said, for somebody that their livelihood is on social media and they bring it to social media and try to expose you, lets it be known that it was a huge issue. But the fact is that she is fighting from inside the house. Now, I don't mean against him. I mean to keep the relationship. That's one thing I could say. She is in the relationship and trying to fight to keep it together, whether it's for whatever reason, whether it's that she really wants to be with him, whether it's business. I don't know exactly what the details are, but she is fighting to keep the relationship together. The problem is, though, a lot of women, whenever they get into a disagreement, whenever, again, they go for the jugular, whatever level of disrespect that they release to their man on the disrespect meter, the problem is, and this is a huge problem, is that the minute that you give your man that you are in a relationship with the opportunity to even think of what his life would be like if you and him are not together, there's trouble. Again, hence why it is very important to try to problem solve before. Why it's very important to try to again, not disrespect him in the first place. Why it's important to tame your tongue. Why it's important to try to practice, positive ways of communication. Because again, once your man has the opportunity to even think about what his life would be like without you. Because let me tell you something, ladies. You can say it's fair, not fair. You can say it's not right. It's not. How come that's, men get to do this and women don't get to do that? But if a man is in a relationship with a woman and the man has children and the woman has children, the streets will open their arms and accept that man gladly. With a woman, it is not necessarily the same exact play. There are men who will be with you. There are men who will, sleep with you. But for it to be able to be in a situation where you guys have that full-fledged, easy transition into dating, it's not going to be the same thing. We've seen it how many times with Tia Mowry?
It got worse.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's about to get worse.
We've seen it. All over the place we've seen it. I could name a list of people. It is very important that you try to get ahead of, again, that thinking or even that opportunity. Because if he had not blocked on social media, I'm sure his DMs were full. I'm sure after he posted that message on his story, there was a whole bunch of people there with open arms talking about, come on over here, sugar. Come over here, sugar. I got you. You could cry on my shoulder. It's a dangerous game to play. What's also very dangerous about that situation is that even just because a man, and this is something, again, I think that sometimes when I speak, a lot of women think like, oh, you think and this and that. But I'm a very, not only observant person, but I'm a person that I take note of things very intricately, right? And I understand the opposite point of view, which is very important. I feel like if you're a woman in a relationship with a man or, you want to be married, you have to understand the man's point of view. You can't be selfish and only put on your women glasses and your women lenses and then try to think like a woman and then try to get men to think like you. No, you have to understand their way of thinking so that you can properly be their balance. Just wanted to put that out there. But what I think is, very, very important is that women understand that not because a man stays in the house with you, not because a man even comes back and tries to work on things with you, that relationship could be well done and over with. And he is just there for the sake of being there. That's a hard truth that a lot of women don't like to hear, but it is the truth though. That's a hard reality that a lot of women are actually dealing with. A lot of these women that you see complaining about their husbands on social media, if we rewind the tape, more times than not, okay? I'm not saying that sometimes men are not wrong. I'm not saying that. I never say that. But if we rewind the tape, we can go back to a pivotal moment in the relationship where she did the ultimate thing, which is disrespect that man, and he turned his feelings off. And then that's when they start saying, oh, well, you don't buy me flowers anymore like you used to. Oh, well, how come you don't tell me you love me? How come you don't tell me I'm beautiful? How come you don't do this? How come you don't do that? Women, as women, we are the spark of the relationship. You know how people say, oh, the spark is gone. Check yourself. Women genuinely set the tempo in the relationship. What I find is that a lot of women from, younger generations, they've gotten lazy in aspects of relationships. And I'm just going to call it like I see it. A lot of women have gotten very lazy in relationships. They feel like they shouldn't have to do so much work. They shouldn't have to do this. They shouldn't have to apply pressure. They shouldn't have to keep themselves up. They shouldn't have to. And okay, you don't have to. However, just keep in mind that there are other women out there who are willing to do all those things that you don't want to do. And a lot of men, especially in the era of KS, A lot of men have understood, wait, I don't have to go with this narrative. Wait, I don't have to deal with the woman disrespecting me all the time. Wait, I don't have to deal with the woman belittling me, because there's women out there who won't do that. And there is. It's the truth. They did state, within the video that they are going to, quote unquote, work on the relationship. They did say that. They did say that they're going to take it like a step at a time and try to figure out whatever is going to be. And to be honest, I really hope that they are able to. Again, like I said, she's fighting from inside the house, which, again, she's very lucky for that, because if he was out the house, I don't know, honey. I don't know. The battle, she would be fighting a downhill battle. Honestly, it would be going absolutely nowhere. But the fact that she is, I'm not sure exactly the effort that she's doing, but in her words, she's saying that she's trying to, put her best foot forward. She's trying to apologize. She's trying to show him better than just giving him words. Like, she's trying to really fix the situation. And obviously it's the ball's in her court to fix it. What I can say is that throughout the entire video, he was looking at her with disgust.
Like that.
Up until recently.
Right.
Okay. Every time she opened her mouth, he was looking like, just hush. Okay, you don't even deserve to talk right now. Like, that's the image that he was painted. The image he was painted was, be lucky I'm sitting here. Let me talk so I can hurry up and get up and go about my business. Don't say nothing. Don't look at me. Okay? And just relax and let me say what I got to say. And we still got stuff to work on. Me and you not buddy. We not cool. We have a lot of things to go through before we can get to that level of me being the man that I used to be, because of something you did that now changed me, and now you want me desperately back to the person I was before. Another thing that a lot of women do. Mess up, change the way that he, acts and maneuvers with you, then want him to hurry up and come back to being that person without putting any work in. I hope, genuinely, how I feel about relationships. I do. I'm definitely a relationship advocate. I hope that they are able to properly fix things and mend things. Maybe, I don't know what she did, but my hope is that whatever level that she took it to, she marks it in her book and says, I am not doing this anymore. Let that be a one and done situation, and allow him to see that that was a one and done, and it will never happen again. Again, for the sake of their young kids, I hope that they're able to amicably work it out. And I'm going to be honest with you. Not only work it out, but actually be to a healthy space where they're actually genuinely happy. Because like I said, a man will stay for the sake of his kids. A man will stay for your sanity. A man will stay because he knows you can't handle it if he really pack up his bags and leave. But emotionally, he's checked out. And that relationship is over. I think a lot of women can learn from this situation, hence why I brought it onto my platform to actually talk about it. Again, prevention is always better than cure. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And again, nobody is above reproach. I have to repeat that. A lot of women wait to be in that space in a relationship where they can comfortably disrespect their man and say, oh yeah, he's not going to leave me. Oh yeah, because I'm his wife, or because I have kids with him, or because, we built this business together. Any game could play at any time, and a man could, especially women are the ones who actually file for divorce. But if a man says he's over, it says it's over and he's out, I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.